In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a print drop-off. We're talking about a completely unattended print event with your iPad photo booth. You ready? Let's go. So before we get into the video, let me just show you the incorrect way to do this. You have a lot of people using their booth with their printer, and they're either using a laptop or a different device. But the problem with doing the printer wide open is if, let's just say someone uses your booth.
Get ready.
Right, and remember, if you're not here, it will be a problem, but let's go ahead and fast forward this and let me show you when it prints the issue is. Okay, so now it's printing. The problem with just having your printer out in the open like this, even with like a catch tray, is when it prints, it's gonna come out of the printer, but there will be a possibility of someone being able to pull it out before it can cut, and that's a problem. So just so you can visually see the importance of having the right equipment, you'll see when it comes out that if I wanted to, boom, I could have pulled it and caused a jam. Even though it did work, this is the riskiest way to do this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually put a printer cover over the printer, and that printer cover that we now have at PhotoBooth 101 also has a tray for the laptop. But before we put the printer cover on, let's just talk about the laptop, all right? So I highly recommend, if you're gonna do a print drop-off, get yourself a MacBook. Doesn't need to be anything new. It can be, I think 2019 and on will do just fine. And the reason why we're using the laptop is, well, we're running LumaBooth Assistant. We have LumaBooth on the iPad, that's the iPad software. And LumaBooth Assistant is the print server from LumaBooth. This is the most reliable way to print. I know a lot of you guys like the WCM, you like the Aircast, but the laptop is the best way because it's just one cable. Let me go around here. We have the cable from the iPad running from the Deluxe Duo, and that cable is running down here. Let me switch around. And plugged directly into the laptop. So if I'm doing a drop-off, I don't want to rely on a Wi-Fi network. I have the data getting sent through that wire straight into here, and I'm going to be closing the laptop. And I know a lot of you guys are like, how can you close the laptop and have this still running? There is an app. The app is called Amphetamine. I made a video talking about that app, but that app will allow me to close the laptop and still have it on. That way we can hide this thing, because look how ugly that would look, right? Imagine doing all of your events and just having your laptop like that all the time. To me, I can't do it. So we're going to put the printer cover over, and then I'll show you guys kind of the aesthetics. And we're also going to go over some settings that I would recommend for the print drop-off. But before we do, if you're wondering what's the perfect size for a print, for a drop-off, 2x6. We're only allowing our customers to go 2x6 because it's only printing one photo per session. Right? And then that equals 2 strips because the paper size is 6x4. It's always better to go strips because that way there can be 2 prints instead of 1. So let's just do it now. I'm not going to screen record. Let's just make this easier for myself. So when in LumaBooth, right, you're going to want to go to Print Setup, and here we have it set to automatically print. I do not have the display print button on, and it's only going to print once. If you have that button on, the display print button, you're giving them the option to print multiple times. And if I'm not going to be there, I need to make sure that they can only print once. So it's unlimited sessions with 1 print per session. And that 1 print, again, equals 2 strips. So that's how we have it here. So just in case you were wondering, that's how we do it. So let's go ahead and launch event. But before I shove the laptop and all of these cables inside the printer cover tray, which we have right here. Again, this is designed to like hide everything. I want to just show you guys like the wires. I know a lot of you guys are curious, like, what's the setup like? You know, how are you printing? So again, we have our iPad. The charging cable is from the iPad directly into the laptop. This is how we're relying on that data. We then have a Type-C hub, right? Boom. This hub right here is connected into our laptop, Type-C, and then inside the hub, right, connected to the hub, we have the USB cord that comes with the printer, and we're using the Hi-T P525L. That cable is running into the printer, right? And then if you want to charge your laptop, right, and your iPad, you know, the power for the iPad goes from the laptop, but you got to power the laptop. There is a Type-C cable slot on the hub. Where is it at? Ah, this one right here. See at the very end? you can plug in the Type-C in here, and then you plug that into power, then you'll have power for your laptop. So if you're wondering, that is like the setup here, right? That's how we're doing everything. And I still have my iPad on a Wi-Fi connection, so I can text out photos, I can get those digitally sent. So that's that. Let me go ahead and shove all of this stuff inside of the printer cover tray for the laptop, and then we'll show you guys an experience for a print drop-off. Okay. It's that easy. We're just putting this stuff inside here. This tray has more than enough space. All right, then you can feed in the excess wire into the slot, just like that. Then I lock it up. Here we go. Check it out. Let me give you guys a different view. So, printer inside of the printer stand and cover. We have it locked. There's even a lock at the bottom so people can't remove the top. And then if you want to see the back side, let me see if I can get an angle here. Everything is inside there. We have the cable, again, running here. And let's go ahead and do an experience.
Get ready.
We're going to take 3 photos.
Okay, slow.
Okay, slow.
Say cheese.
Okay, now we have it set automatically print.
Good. Share your photos.
So it starts it immediately. You're going to hear the printer engage in a second, right? And then you have the option to text. You have the option to airdrop. You have the option for the QR code. So the printer engagement was a little slow just because it's warming up. This is the first print we've done. They'll go a lot faster, but this is super important. It's almost impossible for somebody to pull the photos out because this was designed to feed the photos through this tray. Then, just like that, throw them on top. Check it out. We have our prints. Now, it's gonna time out. We have it set to time out for like 20 seconds of it not being active.
Thank you.
And now it's ready for the next person. That's the print drop-off, you guys. And if you're wondering, okay, Uncle Drew, how many prints should I leave in there? You can do the math here, right? You could literally do the math on how many prints you're gonna go through, worst case scenario. How to do that is literally, you hit the drop-down menu, some math here, right? You're gonna go to capture settings, and then for your photo option, you see here, you have the options for the time. You have 5 seconds, that's the first, you need to add that. Plus you add the countdown after other photos, so that's another 5. Then you have display each photo at 2 seconds. You add all of these numbers up, then you can add how long it takes your printer to print. So let's just say it's a 20-second print. You add 20 seconds plus this time, then you know that is 1 photo. Then if they book you for 2 hours, that is 120 minutes. You need to understand, let's just say it's a minute per print, worst case scenario, right? Well, at 120 minutes for 2 hours, you know you need 120 prints bare minimum. So for me and my rental company, we make sure we leave the printer with at least 300 every single time just to play it safe, just because the printers aren't usually accurate with how many prints are left. I mean, it's really close, but it's never completely accurate. So that's it. That's pretty much the nut in a nutshell. Obviously, before we leave the event, we lock LumaBooth just like this. We hit lock. Then we will put guided access on so nobody can get out of there. But that's a print drop-off in a nutshell. We'll usually have like a board here that will say prints 20 seconds with an arrow down. And I will also usually take one of the test photos and put a magnet here so that they know that this is where the photos come out. So pretty self-explanatory. So thank you for watching, and if you like this content, make sure to give us a follow. And if you want the printer stand and cover for the Hi-T P525L, it's on our website, photobooth101.com. But my goals for this year is to be the biggest, not physically, I'm already physically the biggest photo booth influencer, but I mean on platforms. I want to take over YouTube. I'm like 5K away from my next target. And on TikTok, we're the biggest, but on Instagram, I need about 15. So if you're watching this, please follow. It costs you nothing. These videos take a lot of time to take, so please give us a follow, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless. Take care.